Hello again, everyone. IndyGurlz Wrestling, Gerry Strauss here, and I am with Veda Scott, one of the up-and-coming top superstars here in IndyGurlz. Veda, how are you doing today?
I'm great. I'm especially great now that I'm a top superstar.
Well, I'm not an official member of the board of directors.
If they could put some sort of Cairo down here, some sort of graphic, top superstar.
Well, we'll look into that. Make some calls. Veda Scott, now, certainly one of the most impressive superstars we've seen over the past several months. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's your opinion.
Well, let's start from the beginning. How did you get into wrestling? What brought you to the point where you decided you wanted to do this for your career?
Do you mean what made me a wrestling fan or the actual wrestling part of things?
All of it.
I have been a wrestling fan my whole life. I don't remember a time when I wasn't a wrestling fan. Like, I legitimately can't remember a time when professional wrestling wasn't in my life in some huge, obsessive way. But what led me to actually becoming a wrestler and getting in the ring myself was I trained. I had to find a place to train. So I think followed the same path as pretty much everyone else. You know, I found a place to train, and then I started having matches, and I started going out on my own. Maybe the only thing that's different for me is that when I decided to start training, I was already in the midst of kind of another interesting life. I was halfway done with my first year of law school, and I decided that in addition to doing that, I would also attempt to be a professional wrestler. So I guess that's my little...
That's
a little bit different.
Unique resume, absolutely. So you got into wrestling, you trained. What was that experience like for you as far as being a woman in this business and training, and how? Just explain your experience.
Well, I trained at the Ring of Honor wrestling school, so my trainers were Delirious and Daisy Hayes, and they had always been two of my favorite wrestlers. So to be able to learn from them was just huge, especially Daisy as a woman in wrestling, and for her to be so innovative and just such a pioneer in not just women wrestling women, but in intergender matches, and the idea of just like wrestling, that it's not a separate, you shouldn't go to see a girls match and have it be like girly, you know, it's just wrestling and it's all the same. So I train the same as the men, and I'm sure you've heard this from everyone you've talked to, because I think we all had pretty similar backgrounds. You know, we trained the same as the guys, and we had the same experiences as the guys. If anything, sometimes tougher because, you know, we were odd person out. But I think that worked out for the best, and I find that makes people, you know, more willing to go out there and not be, I guess what you'd call it, girly or prissy, which is not really my thing, and it's not really anyone's thing. With IndyGurlz in particular, we just want to wrestle. So I learned to wrestle. I didn't learn to wrestle like a girl. I just learned to wrestle.
That's a good point. IndyGurlz, of course, serious competition, best competitors in the country and beyond, and certainly with that mindset, this is certainly a place for you. Question being now, the fans, and we've seen this online, we've seen this on message boards, when you came to IndyGurlz, you brought a little something different to the table, maybe a little bit of a different sense of fashion, sense of style, a little different type of personality. Some people are loving it. Some people maybe not so much, but the question is, what effect does that have, in your opinion, on your standing here, on your reaction from the fans?
None at all, because if the fans don't appreciate what I'm trying to bring to them, that's fine. They're still there, and they're still buying tickets, and they're still watching me. And I don't know. I feel like maybe what I'm trying to do is a little bit too far out there, maybe in the artistic sphere. I'm not sure. Maybe they don't understand the Veda Scott experience yet. It's coming.
I'm not sure I understand the Veda Scott experience.
Wait. I'm a little ahead of the times. You'll get on board.
Okay. We're all eagerly anticipating that.
Except, by the time you figure it out, it's not going to be cool anymore, and I'll be on to a whole different thing. So
I hate when that happens.
Sorry.